Alright guys, so in a previous video I showed you how to tie a snell knot to the hook. So now I'm going to show you a knot that you could use on the other end of this to tie to your swivel, which is what I have right here. The knot that is very simple to tie and that I like to use is a Palomar knot. It's a very, very strong knot and it's very, very simple. The Palomar knot, though, you can only use it if the swivel is not tied to anything or a lure. You can also use this for your lures. An example of that is over here. I already have my line tied to the swivel on this end. This is my main line going to my rod, and let's just say that this was not tied on. You couldn't use a Palomar knot here. You could use a different knot, like a cinch knot, trilene knot, or what have you. I'll show you that in another video, but I'm going to show you the Palomar knot, which is probably one of the strongest knots out there. So you're going to take the other end of your line here. This is the tag end, and then the swivel you've got right here. So with the swivel, you just take, like, if there's a swivel or hook eye, you would just pass your line through your swivel, and then you're going to pass it back through, so you double your line over. So now you have your line doubled over, and you want to make sure you have enough line to make this knot. Sometimes I make it too small because I'm trying to be, save my line, because you do waste a little bit of line when you tie this knot. So now that I have the line doubled over and through the hook eye or the swivel, all I'm going to do is make an overhand knot. Just make this a little bit longer. So I'm going to just take it like this and then make an overhand knot, and make sure you make the overhand knot over the double line. So I'm just going to pass it through. And that's what it looks like. So it's literally just an overhand knot between the two, or between the double lines. And then I'm just going to take my swivel, pass it through this loop that I have here. And then now, from here, what I'm doing is I'm holding the swivel, and the loop that's back here, I'm actually using my finger right here to kind of block it, because what will happen is if you don't do that, it's going to come up like that on the swivel or your lure. So once you do that, you're going to take the two lines right here. You're going to slowly pull that down. You should lubricate, especially because I'm using a 60-pound test. It's a little bit harder with a thicker line. It would be a lot easier with a thinner line, like maybe 30-40 pounds. So I'm going to wet this a little bit. So now just pull the line like so, or pull both of them down. You're going to notice this loop here. It's not going, but that'll come when you pull the tag in. So I'm going to slowly bring that down. You can see how I'm kind of helping it with my thumb, my free hand. And then when you pull this tag in here, that should bring the loop through, or cinch the loop down. So now you can see the loop is cinching down here. And I'm just going to pull the tag in like so. And what I do is I kind of help it with my thumb. See how I'm like pulling and then I'm pushing it down with my thumb, because this is I think this is 60-pound mono that I'm using right here. And you can see now everything is cinched down pretty good, and the way to help it is just using your thumb. But you'll see that it's a lot easier with some lighter line. I might do a video showing you that. If you want to see that too, I'll leave a comment below, or if you want to see any other knots, I can show you those as well. I'm going to have a couple that I'm going to show you, the ones that I typically like to use. But now we have the Palomar knot tied. right there. And then I'm just going to cut the tag end right here. Like so. And there you go. You've got the Palomar knot that's tied off to the swivel. And that goes all the way down to my hook that's snelled. If you want to check out that snell video, you could check that out on my channel. It's a couple videos before this one. But that is a Palomar knot, and it's probably the easiest and strongest knot to tie. Let me know in the comment section what knot you guys like to tie, if you're going to tie directly to swivel or lure.